Just admit it, sweetheart. You like dick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Donald J. Trump podcast. I just got back from Idaho. I did a town hall with the people, and they all said, Mr. Trump, we go to the bank, there's no more money. Have you heard about this? The banks, all your money's gone under me. And but I'm going to bring your money back. And I talked to the farmers. Do we love our farmers? We love our farmers. And they said, under you, there were so many chickens. They were laying eggs. There were hens and pigs. And now under Sleepy Joe, it's all gone. And I said, look at Ron DeSantis. He doesn't know anything about farms. He hates dirt. He hates pigs and chickens and cows. He's a very hateful guy. And also, a lot of people are saying now that Ron DeSantis is a homosexual. Now, look, I don't judge. If you want to be gay, that's okay. That's okay, right? I like all the letters, the L, the G, the B, the T, and of course the Q, right? You can't forget the Qs. But Ron, and look, if you're not gay, just come out and say you're not gay. But if you don't deny it, we're just going to assume you're gay. It's like the Epstein list. Just come out and say that you didn't, you weren't there. But if you don't deny it, it's kind of looking like you were on the island with Bill and the cigar and a lot of things. But look, we've got a great episode for you today, and we've got January 6th footage that you've never seen, and Tucker did a great job. There was some rumors in the news that Tucker is in some texts that said, he didn't like Trump. Tucker loves Trump. Okay, Tucker loves Trump. He's a smart guy. He's a little, I think in college I would have called him a nerd, but he came around. I think he was inspired by me. If you notice, Tucker got a lot better in the 4 years that I was in the office. He got a lot, we call it balls, right? He got a lot tougher. Remember back in the day, he used to wear a little bow tie, and then little pipsqueak Jon Stewart would push him around. But I don't think Tucker would take that from Jon Stewart anymore, if you want to know the truth. But first, before anything, and we got a lot, we're going to talk about the whore cop, Megan Hall, the cop that was sucking and fucking everybody in Tennessee. And we're going to talk about the Oscars, right? The Oscars. You've got Jamie Lee Curtis. She was doing so good. She won, had a graceful speech. The next day, she's on the Today Show. And she says, I'm naming my Oscar a they, them. Right? All she had to do was bow out. It was so great. Angela Bassett, they were trashing her for not clapping. Why would you clap? Angela Bassett did a great job in Wakanda Forever with all the African Americans. We love that movie. So many jobs I created. A lot of those people, the Wakanda people from the set, they called me. They say, thank you. They write me letters. Thank you, Mr. Trump. You got us this job. We were homeless. We were broke. We were strung out on drugs, on fentanyl. But then you were elected. And now look at us now. We're working in Hollywood with Angela Bassett. And so Angela Bassett, she was treated very unfairly by the Academy. That I could tell you. But, she didn't get up and slap anybody like crazy Will Smith. But we also like Will because he put me in the Fresh Prince. But look, we got a lot to get to. But first, we've got a brand new sponsor of the show. I'm very excited to announce that we signed a tremendous deal with Tech Deck. Ladies and gentlemen, Tech Decks are a great toy for the kids. Barron, he had a lot of friends in middle school. They got into skateboards. And sadly, a lot of them, at least 75%, they're quadriplegics now. They watched me do an ollie, right? They call it ollie. Watch me do a 7-360 kick flip ollie, blah, blah, blah. They watch the experts on television and they think they could be Tony Hawk. And then they end up, these are little rich kids in Manhattan. They don't know. And, they go to Rockefeller Center and, they get kicked out by the police. Now they have criminal records. And so this is a safe alternative to the skateboard. And I remember I did a little skateboard. I did a little skate, right? I remember Tony Hawk came to me and he said, I was inspired by you, when we grew up kind of same era. And, I designed the half pipe. I said, Dad, I want to do a half pipe. And I drew it out. And he had his very big league construction people put it together. But you want to take a look? Let's see if we could do some tricks, right? Let's do some tricks here. This packaging, right? Made in China. They make it so hard to open, right? You'd think it's like rocket science opening a little package, but there you go. Look, a tremendous Okay, we got to work on that. Okay, why is there? Looks like you got a smudge on it already, but we call it tech, right? Look at that. You know what? We don't want to ruin the gold. Look. Okay. There we go. Wow, look at that. Oh, what a great trick, right? Could we see that on camera? Look at that. Let's make sure. Look. Wow. So, folks, tech decks, go to techdeck.com, type in promo code the Donald John Trump podcast, and you'll get great deals on these tech decks. And there you go. And, of course, our day one sponsor, Wrap Snacks. The sales are through the roof. I just had a conference call with Boosie Badass yesterday. He said, Mr. Trump, I wasn't so sure. I believed the fake news. I thought you were racist, right? They call it racist. But he said, when he sees the sales of the Wrap Snacks, and he said, Sleepy Joe Biden has done nothing for Wrap Snacks. But you, Mr. Trump, you've sort of revolutionized it, and there's African-American kids and Asian kids and white kids. Really, it's like Martin Luther King, right? The dream, right? He had a dream, something about children playing together in a playground. You know, I know a lot about Dr. King. I call him Dr. King. Some people say Martin Luther. I call him Dr. King for short. And I know a lot about him, and he had a lot of dreams about all the races coming together. And if you look at what Wrap Snacks is doing, it's really making Dr. King's dream, and really, in a way, me. Because, like I said, I put Wrap Snacks on the map, and Little Boosie's Louisiana. So, tremendous things going on there. And there's a lot of people don't know about the nutrition, right? Vitamin A, B, C, D, all the vitamins. So many vitamins in the Wrap Snacks. But moving on, we've got January 6th footage. And, you know, the people, they've never seen this. And it was a lot of love. It was like a nightclub in there, okay? They show the news, people breaking in. They're all undercover. They were undercover feds. It's coming out. So much coming out. But take a look. Just take a look at this. I'll have Tucker intro it, okay?
These are the pictures you've seen of January 6th. They're familiar because they've been playing on a loop on every media outlet in America for the last 2 years. There's a reason for that. But it turns out there's quite a bit of video you haven't seen. And that video tells a very different story about what happened on January 6th.
And folks, without further ado, the real, genuine article, January 6th footage that even Tucker couldn't get his hands on, but I had my people go in there, and without further ado, take a look, right? Take a look. It was practically a love fest in there, okay? Look at this. Look at that little guy, right? Wow. You've got people standing around, attractive women. You've got rap going on, right? We call it hip-hop. Hip-hop. By the way, you notice there was a lot of hip-hop when I was in office under Sleepy Joe. Not a lot of hip-hop anymore because they're too sad. They're too sad to get the hip and the hop going, okay? Keep watching. Festival, MIC's a kind of rocket, hip hop, the slide talk on the sidewalk, everybody kicking up and then I'm lost. Wow. There we go. We've got the young lady in the mix now. Look at that. Look at that. It's all fun, right? It's all fun. He's twerking. Do we love Pepino? We love Pepino. If I was a father, I would give birth to you right now, and you would come out the womb. Wrap it on it soon. Make noise for Pepino. Many news. You say Pino, Pep, Pino, Pep, Pino. When I say Pepino, you say for the people, Pep, Pino for the people, Pep. Look at that. The crowd is loving the dancing. He's twerking. Little Pepino is twerking. It's all good fun. You know, and there was also people don't talk about, they say diversity, right? Diversity is our greatest strength. People don't talk about the diversity of January 6th. There was actually they had a LGBTQ, a lot of LGBTQs at January 6th, and they were protesting the election because they supported me very strongly. A lot of the LGBTQs, they like Trump, okay? A lot of them do, despite what the fake news tells you. And take a look at this. This is more footage from January 6th, okay? Take a look. Look at that. You've got the African American gays at January 6th, and they were all there supporting Trump. I think the fake news narrative has gone away. January 6th was it was a love fest, okay? Total love fest, and really, Mike Pence caused it. That's why he's living in a tent now in Austin, Texas. Crazy Mike Pence. I call him Mike Judas Pence, and but it's a little thing called karma, right? We all get what's coming to us, right? Like that whore cop in Tennessee, right? Now she's suing everybody. Just admit it, sweetheart. You like dick. You like it all and everywhere. You like it all in your face and all the orifices. And take a look at this clip. She's now suing the police department. Instead of bowing out gracefully, she's now playing the victim. Take a look.
Shocking findings of sexual misconduct rocked the Laverne Police Department. 5 officers and the police chief all fired.
One of those officers, Megan Hall, became the face of the scandal and the target of nationwide ridicule, and she's now filed a federal lawsuit.
Tonight, in an exclusive interview with our Nick Barris, Hall describes a toxic workplace behind closed doors and how sexual misconduct spiraled out of control.
Megan Hall was 24 years old when she was hired as an officer here at the Laverne Police Department 2 years ago. Her plan was to have a career in law enforcement. She now knows that dream is likely over.
I remember while interviewing for the position at Laverne Police Department, they described the environment as a family.
As a family, it's interesting. You know, there's a lot of pornographic material. His stepsister, stepbrother. I think that's what she had going on in her mind when they said family, if you want to know the truth. And now she's claiming she was groomed. They say she was 24 when she got the job. She's like 28 now. I'm 28 years old. I was groomed. We all know grooming is an underage person. Somebody of age comes in. Oh, I'm your friend, da-di-da-di-da. Sometimes they wait till they're 18 and then they pounce. It's predatory. You can't groom a grown-up, okay? This stuff is getting out of control. Pretty soon there's going to be a 65-year-old woman coming out. I was groomed. Listen, sweetheart, the grooming cutoff is 18, okay? But I feel for these men. They were lured in, and you know what's ironic? She's got such a small mouth. If you hear what she was doing with that mouth, you'd think it would be big and wide. She's got a tiny, tiny, tiny little mouth. A tiny little mouth for what she was doing, and really, it's such a disgrace. And I said from the very beginning, Megan with a Y, that's no good. That's bad news. That is the slutty way to spell Megan, okay? You see, a Megan, a respectable Megan is M-E-G-A-N, M-E-A-G-A-N, but M-Y-G-A-N, that's no good. If Barron brought home a M-Y-G-A-N, I'd say, Barron, you gotta get rid of that girl, because she's gonna be in a world of trouble, okay? That I can tell you. But back to January 6th, as you all know, I posted on Truth Social. Take a look at this picture up here of my post. I'm a music producer now, president, TV star, real estate magnate, casinos all over the place, golf courses, and now music producer. They're calling me, I'm around Mar-a-Lago, they're saying, hey, Quincy Jones, right? They're calling me the new Quincy Jones. We had the January 6th choir. We had the people that were incarcerated. We got them out. And I gave them the sheet music, and I was conducting the choir, and the song has gone #1 on iTunes. We knocked off Miley Cyrus, right? We knocked off, you could say we came in like a wrecking ball, right? Came in like a wrecking ball, like the old Miley song, but take a little listen to this January 6th choir. Wow, right? Brings tears. It brings tears. Such a tremendous song sung by wonderful patriots people who love our country, who are incarcerated, they were treated so unfairly, right? And, but we're going to get them out, right? Those who aren't out, we're going to get them out. And, you know, this country has gone to hell. You see Sleepy Joe, right? It started with the border wide open, and then all the chicken disappeared, right? There's no more chicken. There's no more eggs. Milk, the price of milk, $7,000 a gallon. All the trains have been derailed. There's no more trains, okay? Under me, the trains were booming faster than the trains in Dubai and Japan. Under mine, there's no more trains. And Hollywood has gone to shit, right? Hollywood has gone to shit. You look at what happened with the Oscars and Jamie Lee Curtis talking about, take a look, her Oscars are they, them. Take a look at this.
Look at this.
Here they are.
Have we named her? What's her?
I'm in support of my daughter Ruby. I'm having them be a they them.
Oh.
I'm gonna just call them they them.
This is the insanity that we're dealing with in Biden's America. And, you know, I think the biggest issue facing today, and I told the people of Iowa yesterday, is that at least, you know, whatever hardships were happening in the past, at least we had Hollywood entertainment. People, their lives would stink, but you'd look up. They were real stars. Social media's ruined that. You say, oh, this is me taking a crap, right? You never saw Clint Eastwood take a crap. Everybody's live streaming themselves pooping. Everything's on reality television. The Flavor of Love, you remember the girls, the contestants, the girl shit on the floor. She shit on the floor, and then I came in around that time, and I started The Apprentice, and I brought entertainment back to America. I was entertaining, and that's why I do this show, because I'm entertaining the people. The people need entertainment. I had politics and entertainment. Really, I did it all. And, you know, it's very interesting. Even the haters, even the people who hated me, I gave them purpose. They called it the resistance. The resistance. Oh, we're resisting. For the first time in their life, they had a purpose. Oh, we're resisting Trump. And they would get together. They had friends for the first time. They'd find somebody else with something in common. Oh, you hate Trump? I hate Trump. Wow, for the first time. They had a friend, and now that I'm gone, the friends are gone. They all went back into their holes. Oh, we need a common enemy again. And that's why even those people might vote for me, because, you know, they were playing out their little Star Wars fantasy. They all thought they were Luke Skywalker, and I was big bad Darth Vader. And they were fighting against me, and every day everybody was talking about me. The whole country was united. Really, people thought I was divisive. I brought everybody together. It was the Trump show 24/7. And whether you love me, whether you hated me, everybody was talking about Trump. And, you know, it's very interesting now. The media, they see this, so they want to shut me out. They want to shut me out, but they can't because I'm doing so great in the polls. Take a look at this. If you don't believe me, look at how good I'm doing in these polls. And the media's not covering me. They don't want to cover me. I used to say I could shoot somebody on 6th Avenue and I wouldn't lose support. Now I could shoot someone on 6th Avenue and they wouldn't cover it on Fox News. Meanwhile, Ron DeSantis, Ron DeSanctimonious, nerdy Ron, well, you know, doing his $3 Trump impression with the arms. He never did the arms before me. You see him, well, you know the thing, that guy's got 1% of the charisma that a Trump has, okay? They don't want to cover me, but just watch, right? I'm like the grasshopper, right? It's like, what do you call it? The Karate Kid, right? You gotta be silent right now. People don't think I could be silent. I'm very strategic. Take a look at these polls, and I'll have Fox all over me again, okay? We call it slobber, okay? Some people don't know about slobber. There's gonna be a lot of spit all over Trump. And it's going to come from Fox News. It's going to come from CNN and the Clinton News Network, MSDNC. They'll all be back. They always come back. Take a look. Oh, also, people forget I wrote The Art of the Comeback. I'm the guy who wins big, loses. I always lose, but then I win again. That makes it exciting. Once again, it all goes back to entertainment. Every movie is 3 acts, right? Your hero is doing great, then your hero at the end. Every great movie. 3/4 of the way through, it's like, how is the hero going to come back? And then Superman comes back out. If you just keep winning the whole time, it gets boring. you become, DeSantis. It's like I'll watch it for 3 minutes and then I'll turn it off. Trump, I talk, people listen. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm like a human Joe Rogan episode, but take a look at these polls, okay? Because they're very telling, okay? We call it sneak attack. They're not even covering me. I'm winning from behind. Take a look.
Despite everything that you might hear in the media, for Trump, things are actually going pretty well. Let's go and put this up there on the screen. 4 of the latest polls of GOP primary voters not only see Trump leading DeSantis, they actually show him extending his lead over DeSantis. So here's the 4 aggregation. Emerson, Trump 55, DeSantis 25. Yahoo News, Trump 47, DeSantis 39. Echelon, Trump 46, DeSantis 31. Fox News, Trump 43, DeSantis 28. All 4 of them show an increase for Trump in February over the last month. So this is why it's important.
There you go. I'm winning big. And also, I've got another, right? This is the episode of, they call it Scoops, right? We showed you the January 6th footage, and we've got more of that coming, okay? We've got more January 6th. We've got breaking news here. Ron DeSantis, right? He said he had won a big battle against Disney. Well, you didn't hear about this, right? He didn't tell you this. I have here these documents, the real reason why they closed Splash Mountain, and it's not because of racism. Splash Mountain was closed because the Chinese got to it, right? You've heard about the spy balloon. That was all bullshit, but they've got to it, and China poisoned Splash Mountain with fentanyl. I want you to take a look at this shocking footage of Splash Mountain, and these people, they were all sadly killed with the fentanyl. Take a look. You heard them screaming in agony. That was the moment that the fentanyl seeped in. Moment of silence for those terrible victims at the Walt Disney World Resort poisoned by China. There we go. You won't hear that from Ron. But we have heroic footage of a guy he was a fentanylologist. He worked for the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and he got out of the ride. He saved himself. He was actually the one, we call it whistleblower, who let me know. And he sent me that document, and he's an American patriot. Take a look at this.
He's sick.
Looks like we have a log down, but please consider keeping your hands arms feet. License had your login drink. The splash mat will continue momentarily.
He knew what was going on, and he got the hell out of there. They said, you've heard it. They go, he's sick. No, he's not sick. He's very smart. You guys are going to be sick very sadly, but, at Disney, they tried to cover it up. Woke Disney, they're so woke. We got to have a black Tinkerbell, a black Little Mermaid, but we can't save our patrons from being killed by the fentanyl in our rides. So, such a horror. Another moment of silence. There we go. Wow, what a great moment of silence. This show has the greatest moments of silence of all moments of silences, okay? That I could tell you. We've got more footage of more diversity at January 6th. We've got some trans people. We've got Caitlyn Jenner actually was there. Take a look. Wait, cut, wrong tape, right. That was Bruce. Take a look. This is, okay, that was a little mix-up, okay. Sorry about that. We're going to go to Caitlyn at the Capitol. Yeah, that's a nice ring to it. Caitlyn at the Capitol.
Hey, girls. Congrats on all the pregnancies. Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, guess what? Caitlyn's preggers, too. Yeah, baby.
Wait, what?
I bought a crack baby and put it in my coach.
Oh.
Wow, congratulations to Caitlyn on the pregnancy, and I know what the audience is thinking, right? Trans women, right? They can't get pregnant. Well, look, that's true, but Caitlyn is a very big supporter of mine, so I would say trans women can't, but Caitlyn can, because when you support me, you can do whatever the hell you want, okay? Believe me. So good for you, Caitlyn. I'll be looking out for the invite to the gender reveal party, right? How do you like that? Gender reveal. I don't mean the kid, but gender reveal. Get it? Gender reveal. Caitlin, look at that. Oh, wow. You know, that reminds me, when I tell jokes, right? I get up there, I tell jokes. I'm one of the funniest presidents of all time. People say, oh, Tucker Carlson doesn't like Trump. The texts came out, right? Those were fake texts. And also, Tucker, he's got that creepy laugh, right? I make a joke, I'll say, Tucker, I won't even get to the punchline. He'll start laughing. I'll say, Tucker, knock, knock. Right? He's got that nerdy country club white guy laugh, right? He's the kind of guy I would have stuffed in a locker, but we got along now. But I'll be like, hey, Tucker, what do you think of that deal I just did with China? It's like, Tucker, calm down, but tremendous relationship with Tucker, okay? Believe me. Speaking of people I get along with, I have a little clip of an old friend of mine. Good guy. He gets very bashed by the media like me, but take a look. Controversial guy, but he's got a good heart. Take a look at this.
I mean, Trump is like, he's autistic, and he's very charismatic, and he's very, like, conversations with Trump on the phone are not what's on TV. Slick.
Alex kids, right? He calls me autistic, but at least I know where my podium is, right? Like, unlike some other people.
Thank you.
Such a disgrace.
All right, well, they took that. Okay. Did you take my podium away from me?
DeSantis, he can't find that podium, but that's okay, right? That's okay. He's doing a great job in Florida. Just stay in Florida, all right? Get the fentanyl out of the rides, okay? Just do us that favor. Keep the rides over here and the fentanyl over there, okay? But I say bring it on. Bring on the competition. You've got Nikki Haley in there, and that's cute. And then you've got Kubar, right? From Harold and Kubar running now. Let's show a little clip of Kubar.
I'm an unapologetic America First conservative. I do not apologize about that, but I think to put America first, we need to go further and rediscover what America is. You know what? I agree with a lot of President Trump's policies. I was a big fan of them at the time. I've said so many times over. The key point for me is revive an American national agenda. I mean, reject affirmative action. Get rid of this climate religion. Lead to this national revival at home that allows us to then stand up to the actual threats we face, like communist China.
That's nice. Wow, total snooze fest. But he put it all right there. He loves my policies, right? He loved them at the time. What changed? What changed? Was it the fact that the chickens all got abducted? No more eggs, no more trains, no more freedom, no more nothing. Right? Everyone's a they, them. Even the Oscars are they, thems now. How do you feel about that, Vivek or Kumar or whatever the hell your name is? I think his running mate's going to be Harold, right? How do you like that? If I said that to Tucker, he'd go, very interesting laugh. But look at that. Wonderful thing. But it's all coming together. Our country is healing. And I'm going to bring back entertainment. I'm going to bring back the jobs. And really, I'm going to bring back everybody back together. Like it used to be in the 90s when we all watched the same shows and the same things, and we have commonalities, right? We call it commonalities. Everybody would meet up at the water cooler and talk about, did you see Seinfeld last night? Elaine did the little kicks. Do we love Elaine? We love Elaine, right? We love Elaine. And, I think actually Julia Louis-Dreyfus is even sexier now, right? She's even sexier now. Does you comment below if you agree? I think, is she Jewish? Producers, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Jewish. I love the Jewish women, right? I've had a few in the past. I've dated a few Jewish women. They're really great in bed. They're not stuck up. They're not taught, sex is bad in Judaism. They taught sex is great. I think the thing about Jewish women is they're very dense. They're very sort of dense, and they're very, movable, right? They're just take me, move me, right? I'm like, I'd like to be sort of manhandled, if you will, moved around. They're very fun. You got like a blonde, haired, blue-eyed Christian woman, and she's, they're a little hesitant or whatever. But the Jews are like, I want it, and just move me around. And like I said, they're very dense. Their bodies are very, very interesting. But I'm going to bring America back together. And so look, folks, Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. This has been a tremendous episode. We love you all. And I think I'm going to play us out with the January 6th choir, right? With the greatest song ever made.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Wow, sort of totally incredible, folks. Thank you all for watching. It's been a great episode, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe very strongly, okay? Believe me. So many episodes. Wow, that was great. Another one in the books. Look at that. Are we winning or are we winning? I think we're winning something.